It's your girl, Miss Red, with the Miss Red Podcast Show. Ting! Yes, the Barbie doll is here. The red Barbie is in effect, in the house. You guys see I got my blingy, bling. Then bitches, it's Matt. You mad, y'all. I know. My waist is so small. I couldn't even find my little cheap belt. I mean, come on. I couldn't even get my pants to stay up. I mean, oh my gosh. My waist is so small. Oh, you guys know I gotta start off silly. So I can do my job. Let's take these off. I gotta start off with my silly sunglasses. All right, you guys. So yes, welcome to Miss Red Podcast Show. I missed you guys, but we're here together. Mwah. Now, it's Friday night. Y'all know what that means. It's turn up night with your girl. I got so much to tell you. We got a lot of tea. Lots of tea in these books right here. First thing is first. What do we always start off with on Fridays? What the fuck? Let's go.
You knew this child since she was 2 years old.
Yes.
You were in a stepfather role. She called you daddy?
Yes.
This is the parole hearing of a man who did horrible things to a young child whilst on parole for a similar crime. Watch until the end for the verdict.
At what point in your mind did you decide to violate a child that trusted you, looked up to you, that you'd known since she was a toddler? How did that come about?
I don't know. I was under the influence at the time.
Right, but it wasn't a one and done, was it?
It wasn't a what?
One-time occurrence.
No.
Before this parole hearing, he had always denied the crime and claimed that the girl was lying.
You just said that your ex-girlfriend made this stuff up with her daughter to get back at you. So which one is it? Did you do it or did she make it up?
I did it.
So why would you say that she made it up? Why would you say that?
I was mad at the time.
Fortunately, he was denied parole. Did they make the right decision?
Okay. What the fuck? First thing is, I don't know his name. I don't even need to know his name. Besides dumb fuck, child, pedophile, pervert, need to be dead. I'm surprised he's even living in the prison. Normally they kill you in there. I'm sure he's gotten his ass beat already before. I hope so. You know, the girl, he's so nonchalant about it. Like, I almost debated about not even showing that one. I go through them and stuff. I already have them already picked out, I had 20 of them picked out. And I kind of scroll through them and say, okay, I'll use this one, but I picked these things out because they are real life, right? They're not meant to be fun. They're all funny, but it's part of the show. But I picked them out because these are real life, right? So, I don't like his demeanor, which is where what the F comes from. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, how you show no remorse? She's like a one and done. He's like, a what? What do you mean? At the end, where he goes like, peace. It's like, dude, honestly, I am surprised he's even living, honestly. Like, he's even breathing. And I'm actually mad that he is. I have a daughter, so I just couldn't imagine. She's a toddler. That girl thought of that man as her dad, and he violated her. So, when I do those with shock value and meant to be from a standpoint of learning, from a standpoint of helping. If somebody is going through something like that, a young person, tell your mom, tell your dad, go get help, tell the police. I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm just really talking about the idiot or the idiots who thinks that is okay, because that is not okay. You are a pervert. You are weird. You're gross. You're disgusting. You deserve to be under the ground. You deserve to be part of under where the devil is, under the pits of hell. So what the F to that? So, okay, on another note, as we move on, but I've already started that WTF, and I'm going to continue with that because I think those come from a place of love from Miss Red, and I feel that those come from a place where I think that could be a helpful part of someone's life. And I'm here all about love. All right. Now, I digress. Okay, so the next set of business to attend to, because I'm here to do the Lord's work. You know, I'm God's angel. I am his favorite daughter, his favorite child. So I must discuss the things that he has put upon my heart to talk about. Okay. Now, I did a little research, right? Because I was curious to know about how many Black women and, oh, before I go into all this, last time I forgot to say it, across the bottom of this screen right here, bottom of my screen, you'll see it says, show some love and support by hitting that Cash App. No amount is too small. $ Miss Red Podcast, exclamation. So if y'all love my content, y'all love my show and want to show support, so y'all I can keep give you guys better content and better material, give to my show. I would greatly appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, so I did some research today. Well, not today. Well, I did some research, and I wanted to see who, as far as Black and white with kids. But we're going to go ahead and start with this video first, and then we're going to come back with that. But we are going to talk about a dating situation and come back with that.
Let me tell you how I went on a date in Atlanta, and the guy who I went on a date with, his boyfriend showed up at the restaurant while we were on our date. So the previous day, I'm at the mall. I see the guy. We like exchange looks. So like I know he knows that I think he's attractive. I know he think I'm attractive because we're looking at each other. We've passed each other multiple times in the mall, and we're looking. So probably like the third time we've passed each other, he's like, "Excuse me, I think you're very beautiful. I would like to take you on a date." I'm like, "Okay, cool. We can exchange information, get to know each other, and then we could put something in motion." So cool. We talking the whole day. Everything's going good. He seems down to earth. He seems cool. We have a lot in common. Wooty woo. Right. So he's like, "Okay, let's do something for tomorrow afternoon." I'm like, "Okay, that's fine with me." He's like, "You want me to pick you up?" I'm like, "Well, you know, this is our first time meeting. I don't really feel comfortable with you picking me up from my home, even though, you know, I think you're a pretty cool guy." He's like, "Okay, cool, no problem. I send you a black truck." Boom. So that's the backstory of how we met. Fast forward to the day of the date, right? So we go to the restaurant. It's a very nice establishment. The vibes are nice. He comes with flowers. The conversation is good. The energy is good. And then he picks up his phone and the energy just like shifts out of nowhere. So I'm like, okay. So he's like, "I gotta go to the restroom. I gotta go to the restroom." So I'm like, "Okay, go ahead, go to the restroom." So while he's in the restroom, I ordered me a few more drinks. I'm just like, okay, he's in there for a little too long. Okay, so he comes out. When he sits back at the table, he's like fidgety as hell. Like he's moving, looking around, looking over the back of his shoulder, looking past me. I'm like, okay, are we safe? Is everything okay? Are we good? So I'm like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm good. You know, I'm good. I'm good. Let's get a few more drinks so I can loosen up." I'm like, loosen up? I mean, we've been drinking. You was loose. So anyway, so then I noticed this group of men walk in, right? He peeps it too. Girl, when I tell you he adjusted his body as to not be seen. So I'm like, okay, maybe these are the ops. Maybe he's in danger, like something's going on. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna eat my food, mind my business, or whatever, cool. We're at a table where like the bar is across from us. So I can hear conversations at the bar. I can see people, right? So the group of guys sit there. One of the guys is like, yeah, my man out with some bitch. Oh, so I'm one ear to him, one ear to him, because like I want the tea. What? So he like, yeah, he don't even know I got his location. So I'm looking back at the person I'm on a date with. He's like this, making sure. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? So he's like, I have to go to the restroom again. I'm like, okay. I mean, this is the second time. Are you gonna leave? Do I need to I need to pay? What's going on? So when he goes to the restroom again, the man gets up and goes to the restroom as well. But as the man walks past me, he's like, oh sis, you're beautiful. I'm like, oh thanks, you know, because when okay. So I'm like, thanks. But I'm like, in my head, I'm like, okay, they both going to the bathroom. But I'm not even putting that together because at this point I'm tipsy. Right. So something must have transpired in that restroom. Cause next I hear the person at the bar pick up the phone and he like, I'm on the way. And the group run to the bathroom. Security run to the bathroom. So I'm sitting here like, what's going on? Mr. My date and Mr. You look good, sis. Come out the bathroom tussling. You in here with this bitch and you had me at home thinking that you.
Ladies. See, this is the kind of shit I'm talking about. So, now see, we back to we can't catch a break. We meaning women. This girl was minding her business. Wherever she was, somebody said, she's an attractive young lady. Somebody just simply asked her out on a date. A man. They linked up and he was like, let me take you here on a date. She agreed. They agreed on a spot. He said, I will come pick you up for a date. She says, well, I don't know you. What the thing is, he sent a black Uber. I mean, doesn't he have to have her address to get the Uber? I don't understand that part, but whatever. But the point is, they actually, he was being a gentleman. And, but the person has your location where they can go on their phone and come find you. So people are just dumb, ignorant. So you putting me and you in jeopardy of maybe getting shot, jumped, beat up the last minute because you were a dumbass. And then obviously, again, your person you live with is right at home and can come find you at any given time. And they obviously came there looking for you because they know your location said that. Okay, so I guess so. So this will lead back to what I was saying at first. I kind of went out of order. That was the producer caught that. So thank you. That was me going out of order. That was my bag. But okay, so my thing is, so again, we can't catch a break. I'm on her side with this because it's embarrassing. It makes us look crazy. And imagine being in a situation and then somebody hurting you or even unaliving you with that. So that kind of situation, I'm calling that like, what would you do? Like if you were in that situation, what would you do? Okay. Like, you try to stay calm in situation. You try to say, you know what? I'm going to do things like this. I'm going to do it like this. Like if that was you, what would you do? Okay, like the next couple videos, think about what you would do. So in the comments, when you guys comment in, tell us what would you do. Like if that was me, when he started to act funky or funny about, I gotta get up and go to do this. I gotta go do this. I gotta go. When he started to maneuver like that, I would already think something's wrong. Something is going on here that you're squirming too much. You're doing too much movement. I don't like that. That means something's wrong. So you're being sneaky. If I even feel sneaky, I can't fool with you on that note. That's what I'm saying. I know I have this discernment for sneaky, especially when it comes to men. So, and maybe because I'm also a parent too, but definitely, but with a man, it just makes me disgusted. With my daughter, I don't really care. Whatever, that's my love. You know what I'm saying? Valerie, I would have left him on that first long bathroom break while he was in there. Thank you. Me too, Valerie. Valerie, he would have came back out. I would have had a doggy bag for all of my food. I would have got me a to-go order, a to-go drink, and maybe some food for the next day, and I would have been deuces. And I don't understand, why do so many people take because they don't want to drink and drive. That's right. That's true. That's right. Take a lot of Ubers. Take a lot of Ubers. Yeah, I guess that's true. I'm so used to driving, I guess. But so in this section of the show, we're gonna call this "What Would You Do in This Situation?" Then this gonna tie into the other segment. Okay, so we have a second video here. Y'all gotta watch this. This is crazy. Watch this guy. What would you do if you saw this?
You better get your bitch ass over there. You better get your bitch ass over there, nigga.
I get my shades on for that. I didn't put on my sunglasses for that. I'm traumatized. What the fuck was that? I could have used that video for the what the fuck? Imagine, y'all, seeing that thing of a person on the side of the road at the gas station. What would you do? Okay, again, it may not make any sense right now, but just think of the vision. What would you do? If you were at the Quick Trip and you came out, because they're in jail, obviously. Somebody must have laced his meal, water, whatever, or something. Because you see, they was like, get your ass over there. Get your ass over there. Get your ass over there. Dang, they get to get cracked up in jail like that. But they think, y'all, what would you do? If y'all, oh, come on, y'all. We got to see it one more time. One more again. Can you please? Is it possible or no? Let me see. The person who runs the show with me. Is it possible to see that lizard link again or no? It may not be, y'all. I don't know. We live. No. If it don't pop back up, we're not. Maybe not. Okay. It may not be. Okay, but y'all, let me tell you something. I don't understand what that was. The whole, I'm not even going to reenact it because I never want to be able to do any of those things. Because, y'all, wherever you, okay, watch. Y'all, slow up. Look at this, y'all. What? Look.
You better get your bitch ass over there.
Oh, my.
You better get your bitch ass over there, nigga.
Oh my God. He's screaming like he's trying to run from P. Diddy attacking his booty hole, but he can't walk. He's screaming like he's sleep walking with no legs. It's like he's sleepwalking with no torso. It's like he's sleepwalking. I don't know. Valerie, I don't know. No, that's what it looked like. But that was definitely not like a medical thing, because I think that was definitely, because in jail that wasn't you were being, that's so nice, Valerie, that's so sweet. said, this is a heart, Valerie. Valerie, you being so sweet. She said that was an epileptic attack. Epileptic. What is it? It's epileptic. No. Epileptic attack? Girl, that was drugs. He had some crack cocaine up in there. They laced him with something because they kept kicking him. Get over there. Get your ass over there. Get your ass over there. Well, it's easier to get ass and drugs in jail than it is to get ass and drugs out of jail, they say. So the question is, if I saw that, so now brings it back to the question. If you saw that, well, Valerie, let me ask you this. Since you thought this was like a medical reason, if you came out of the grocery store and you saw this young man doing that medical situation, having this happen outside of the store, would you stop and give him like mouth to mouth or something? Would you assist? I mean, would you help? I'm not even laughing at the man. I'm traumatized by they were calling it the lizard. Valerie said, no. I didn't think so, Valerie. Yeah, of course. We don't want anybody to get hurt or anything, but I'm saying that's definitely somebody who took something in jail or gave him something in jail. I mean, that's crazy. I've never seen something like that before in my life, and that would scare me to death. It was almost like a human lizard with the hands gone and the body gone, on the dirty ass floor, and you know a jail floor dirty. I need some spray. Oh, pink. We need pink spray today. Some things just make me want to go, oh my God. That was one of them. When somebody sent me that, I was like, why did you send me that? I'm going to use it. Yeah, the squirming. And then the head was on the thing. So again, think about it. What would you do? Lord, don't please ever put me in jail. Oh God, no, Lord. Remember, write that down. Don't go to prison or jail. I wouldn't survive because I don't want to be a lizard lady. Wouldn't do well. Got it. All right, next. All right, we got another person, a jail person. What did he do?
A 46-year-old man who worked as a DJ in South Carolina was sentenced to 30 years in prison with 10 years suspended after violating nearly 700 underage black girls. The district attorney said this man was supposed to be going to prison for the rest of his life, and somehow the judge showed him favor because this is not the punishment we desired. This man admitted to prostituting and sleeping with 693 underage black girls between 2017 and 2019. And he said he intentionally gave at least one of them HIV. However, the judge did order a strict probation condition for him after being released from prison. He will be required to wear a monitor around the clock for at least 5 years, and special agents will be dedicated to supervising him. And if he violates his probation in any way, he will be sent back to prison for 10 years, which is the length of time the judge suspended from his original sentence. A 46-year.
Well, my goodness gracious. Well, that judge is so kind. Judge, wow. You went easy on him. Okay, guys, what would you do? Now, from the angle of I don't even think you need to be a parent, but this man has violated 700, they said black girls, but you can take that off. 700 underage girls, okay? Well, I'm a mother of a daughter, who obviously is black because I'm black, but if you are a mother, or if you're not a mother, or you have a niece, a cousin,
this is some white privilege issues. Absolutely, it is. Definitely. I mean, that judge, that's insane. That is insane to me. I mean, he got a very small sentence for what he has done. He sexually assaulted underage girls, like 700, and gave it and on purpose gave at least one of them HIV. Now, first of all, how in the hell is that possible to only give out of all the 700 that you're sleeping with unprotected, you just give one of them HIV? I'm gonna sexually with her, sex with her. Okay, but I'm gonna give this for HIV. I'm pretty sure no, he's not being smart about anything. And those were underage girls. Girls are under 18 years of age. And then after that, after he gets out, they got to give him all these rules. His life has to be monitored. If you are an adult and your life has to be monitored to that extent, keep your ass behind bars. That means no one is safe. So we need this kind of person walking around. So I guess my question is, what would you do now that you see stuff like that? Does that make you move differently when you're out? When you're out, walking to your car as a woman, just being out and about. Does that make you move or think differently? Whether you're a mother or not. I say that, but everyone's not a mother, And so again, I go back to what would you do? Because I think you do think differently when you do have offspring of your own, right? So that's kind of from the angle of where I'm coming from. Again, this is segment 1. Now it'll tie into segment 2 in a second. We got 2 more videos. All right. So keep all these in mind. All right. Okay. Now we got 2 more. Let's go to the next one.
Yo, you can't make this stuff up. So you have Mr. King, Mary Jane, and Mr. Hurst. Mr. King and Mary Jane have 2 children together. Mr. King is locked up. So Mr. Hurst decides to get with Mary Jane for revenge for what Mr. King did back in the day.
Murderer Day Wayland Hurst is on the run as police lay out his alleged motive and brutality. According to court records, Hurst's brother was killed by Michael King in 2020. King had a son with Collins. When officers arrived at her apartment a week and a half ago, they found the boy and his brother peering out the window. Their mother's body lay nearby. She had been stabbed to death. Ring cameras captured Hurst leaving 30 minutes earlier. Court records state that Collins told friends about abuse and showed them injuries in the days before her murder, but that on October 4th, it escalated when King somehow made a video call to Collins from prison. Hurst was present and taunted King, court records state, before slapping King's young son, which was captured on the video. All of this to lead police to conclude that Hurst was, quote, motivated to revenge the death of his brother. Thus, he befriended, abused, and then murdered the victim, who was the mother of Michael King's children. Hurst tonight, a wanted man.
Okay, it's a little bit spotty there. The video was kind of hard to get. Let me kind of break it down a little bit of what the premise of that video was. The young lady had 2 kids from the gentleman on top. I believe his name was Mr. Hurst, I believe. But the guy on the bottom, his brother got murdered by her boyfriend, her baby daddy. And the guy on the bottom befriended her when he got out of jail, but he befriended her with the attempt just to basically set her up to retaliate, take revenge against her boyfriend to get back at him and kill her and her kids. So basically, it's like saying, I'm gonna make you like me. She had no idea who he was. Okay, she had no idea who he was. She had no idea that her baby daddy killed that guy's brother. She had no idea they were connected. She's thinking this guy liked her as a friend, trying to get to know her. They all look pretty young. So you never know who is trying to get to know you, right? And you never know what their motives are. That was kind of the point of that. What would you do? What would you do if you found out later? Well, they end up dying, her kids. But imagine if you found out something like that and you were alive. Like you found out somebody was like, they had ulterior motives trying to get to know you. Like they were, let's say somebody tried to get to know you and they really were just trying to sleep with your friend. They were just trying to get to know where you live. They were trying to know something about you to hurt you. That was the point of that. Okay. That was a what would you do kind of a thing. That's super sad. That was simply because he literally went into her life and wanted to, basically hurt the guy in jail by killing his girlfriend and their 2 little kids, and then torture, and then recorded it, and then end up, I guess, showing the dad, or the dad saw him some kind of way, and that is diabolically scary. But that's why someone like me, I don't really trust a lot of people for that very reason. For that very, very, very reason right there. I mean, she just thought she just happened to meet somebody. But when you have kids, you really can't even be that everyone around you like that. Even if you don't have kids, you just can't. Who can you trust? I mean, you really can't even trust anybody nowadays because people are crazy. But then again, he shot his brother. He feels I'm defending my dead brother. You killed my brother. Your boyfriend killed my brother, so I'm killing you. I can't get to your boyfriend because he's in jail. Well, the next best thing is his kids and you. Sad. Again, more jail. So sad. So I would like to hear from the comments. We're not done yet. I would love to hear from the comments about what you guys would do in these horrible situations. All right, and this last one is probably, I would say, the most sad, because it happened right here in Rockdale. Well, right here, and most of the stuff is in Atlanta, or Rockdale County, and it really touched my heart. So look at this last story. What would you do? Can happen to anybody.
At a Christmas party 2 years prior. These were better times.
And she loved this man. She really, really loved him.
But Cleveland Brody is now accused of violating his wife's trust, the family's faith. Rockdale County deputies have charged him with murdering Denise Brody, knowingly infecting her with HIV, his status completely unknown to her. She died in 2022 at 65.
And how long did she live after diagnosis?
2 days.
She put him out when she found out he was cheating on her. And she loved him so much that she actually allowed him to come back, asked him to take a test because he's out there. Mm-hmm. And he was smart enough to know that it would not get picked up.
Prosecutors first charged the husband in 2023 with only reckless conduct, HIV, but the family pushed for murder and did the detective work to share with authorities.
Get evidence of the fact that he had it before he met my mother.
2 years later, now her stepfather is charged with felony murder.
Because at any time he could have told her, I have this, and she gave her the right to make the decision on whether or not she wanted to stay with him.
Now, see, not again, what would you do? This is her husband. Her husband. Her husband was not truthful. He, an older lady, I mean, she's probably not much older than me. She died at 65. I'm 51. So, I mean, what, 10 years, 10, 12 years older than me? Okay, so here's the story with that. Met at a Christmas party. Older couple, late 50s, early 60s, and I guess he ended up moving in with her. And then while he moved in, he was already a cheater, like a player type or whatever. So she ended up throwing him out finally. And then when he came back, she made him get a test. But when he took the test, the reason that, like the son was saying, it wouldn't come up because when you take your medicine, it shows undetectable, not non-reactive. You know what I'm saying? Like when you take a test now, you don't have it. It says non-reactive when you're negative. You know what I'm saying? But if you have it and take your medicine, the paperwork says non-detectable. That's the difference. So she didn't know. And that lady survived cancer. That lady survived cancer. And I mean, she had full-blown cancer. Like it was on her deathbed, survived cancer, and then meet this fool. This fool trusted him. And then died 2 days later after finding out she had full-blown AIDS because she was with him for like 5 or 6 years or whatever. So she never, I guess, got tested for whatever. So she found out she had it. She got sick and her body just couldn't take it anymore, and she just died. So her kid, I'm glad he got found out got found to be tried for murder. I mean, because he's still alive and she's dead. You know, so again, what would you do? Because that happens more than not, unfortunately. Again, that goes back to the trust factor, right? So, okay, so that was the segment of what would you do? I would beat his ass from the deathbed. Well, first of all, I'm definitely a bitch. We not even. You ain't. I'm too mean. To be trying to play with me. You're not finna play with me. I don't need a man that bad, but you finna just think you're gonna do what you want to do. No. No. Okay. So that brings me to the point of going backwards. Why is it that when I did my little research today, that I looked up a couple stats, and it said that when it comes to Black women, okay, and Black and white women, when it regards to being married, that 2/3 of Black women are unmarried. Okay, I don't know what the age and all that. I'm assuming it just said, I don't know. I don't want to go into that. I don't know. I don't want to say, I don't know. So I called this section or this segment "Hoes Hitting Licks." Like that. I love names. I love little titles. Hoes hitting licks. So 2/3 of Black women are unmarried, and twice as likely as white women to never get married. 63% of Black women are single because we bougie as hell. We want too much. Valerie, Valerie? What you mean, Valerie? What the hell are you talking about? Valerie, what you talking about? What you mean? What do you mean? Valerie, what you mean we bougie? Oh, God. I'm so stupid. Okay, back to my this is Roger Cronkite trying to get some serious news here. Valerie, don't make me. Valerie, you make me laugh. I'm trying to be Oprah Winfrey here. Okay, I'm trying to be Oprah here. Okay, no, but seriously. Okay, so white women, it says 40% of white women are single. Now, I'm going to bring up a name which had me go back to all this crazy, wild sex. This lame, broke guy who's sleeping with whoever's sleeping with him. Like, who would even touch that dude? I wouldn't even touch that dude. Like, who is sleeping with? He broke as a joke. I mean, what the fuck? So, Anthony Edwards, $43 million. Jalen Green, $10 million. Trayvon Diggs, I didn't write it down. Orlando Scandrick, $4.7 million. PJ Washington, $15 million. I didn't write it down, but because he don't matter to me anyway. But Bow Wow and Future, I didn't write them down because they were athletes. But now, these guys have had their names intertwined with some women who would be considered beautiful in the minds of society, right? If you were to ask the average person, and they may not be like their type, but if you were to ask someone on the side of the road, hey, is that person pretty to you? Or are they attractive? Yeah, they're attractive. You know, if they don't even like light-skinned, dark-skinned, or whatever, by nature, you look like an athlete chaser. We should hang out. I'm like, I'm offended. The hell you know what, Valerie, I'm not sure what the hell you're trying to say. Valerie, I am very, very offended. Valerie, how dare you, Valerie? Are you done? Okay. The point is, Valerie. Oh God, I don't date broke niggas, Valerie. I ain't doing that. But the point is, like, okay, so black women have all these kids, but they ain't got no husband. Or they got baby daddy, right? So in my mind, that lady husband, ain't no way I would even be seen with somebody like that. But see, that lady was probably happy to have that husband. She was gonna take anything. You know what I'm saying? That's why she ended up the way she did, because it's like she didn't make him even get tested. She let him cheat and all that stuff. Okay, fine. But now for black women, why are the black men not stepping up? Craig, are you in your closet? What the hell's going on here? This is a part of my glam room, Craig. If you have not been part of the fabulous glam room, you haven't seen it. It's at my glam room. You can look it up. It's on BET, Atlanta Design My Space, episode 2, and you will understand. This is part of my closet. Well, my closet is a whole glam room. Yes. Part of my closet. Closet is huge. It's a whole room. But any other questions, Craig? Go to Atlanta Design My Space on BET, episode 2, and that's me. Meaning what, Craig? I was just engaged, Craig. What's that got to do with anything? That doesn't make any sense. Craig, you definitely single? Craig, I can guarantee I wouldn't talk to someone like you. I'm pretty sure, Craig. I'm guaranteeing that. Dirty. Back to my story. Anyway, so you have women like these girls who are known to be around men who certain kind of men who deal with certain kind of women. That just is what it is. Exactly, Valerie. That's why I was like, really, Craig? Bye. I wouldn't. Who the hell is Craig? Who is that? What? I don't deal with broke men. So what I was saying, these men like Anthony Edwards, Aisha Howard. That's the girl who had the baby with Anthony Edwards and Lil Baby. Okay, well, that's why everybody's harping the fact that he gave her all this money up front. And basically he said, fuck you and that baby. He didn't want the baby, but she did it for a check, baby. So she's not even looking to get married. She just wanted the baby. So how does she look? So in her mind, she's not worried about, I'm not going to tell my kids, I wasn't a woman that got married and respectable woman that got married. I should have, she's not even worried about that. And, the whole thing is now he gave her that $1 million check or whatever. Everybody's talking about it, So do white women do that? Do white girls do that? If they do, why isn't it still talked about as if when we do it, meaning black women? Okay, because she's a baby with Anthony Edwards and Lil Baby the rapper. Jalen Green has a baby with Jayla. I mean, not Jayla, Drea. And they have an age gap. She's 39. He's like 24. And she has a second baby with Orlando Scandrick. He plays in the NFL. Joey Chavis has a baby with Trayvon Diggs, Bow Wow, and Future. Rap, football. And I'm pretty sure football has the most money out of all those three, the most stable money. All right. And then Brittany Renner has that money from PJ. But you see what happened with her. She kind of lost her mind a little bit. Good night, Craig. Bye. Bye, Craig. Have a good night. Valerie said good night too. Bye. Enjoy the show. Brittany Renner has a child with PJ Washington. He makes 15 mil, right? But again, soon as his baby, he doesn't even like her. He's married now to somebody else. They got like 3 kids. That would hurt my feelings. I ain't gonna lie. That would hurt my feelings badly. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing all this stuff together. You got a big old contract. I had your other child. Now you don't even acknowledge me? That would be embarrassing. I'm sorry. That would be embarrassing as hell. So then she went Muslim. Now she's with what's that guy's name? Craig, we're not what? Just curious, what is your bottom dollar to date a single man? First of all, Craig, we're not talking about that right now. We're not talking about that. There's different night for different show. We're not talking about that because that's a whole nother show. Right now, we're talking about this. Because I mean, it is more to dating somebody than about their money. It's not about just that's kind of a joke, but that's people always attract what they put out. You know what I'm saying? But so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so Brittany Renner is PJ Washington. But let me tell y'all something. The GOAT of all this, the Craig, bye. The somebody who she's not even famous, y'all. I didn't even know this girl till I was doing my little research. I said this girl's the GOAT. Her name is Aaliyah Petty. Aaliyah Petty. She is a professional. Okay. Charleston White says, now this is how you know. Now this is funny. I'm not saying I agree with his approach. He said that Aisha Howard is only good for a couple things. Her booty hole, her pussy hole, her mouth, she got stank hole, blah, 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 whatever. He said she ain't good for nothing but being a hoe. Okay, now that's Charleston White talking. Okay, now somebody who's a GOAT for this thing, it's hot in here, is Aaliyah Petty. She has a baby with somebody who played for the New Orleans. Is it the Pelicans? And then somebody that also plays on the Portland Trailblazers. And one baby is 5 and one baby is 3. And I think she's 26. And then they had a game, like, I don't know, I guess last year, and they played each other. And then those two guys guarded each other. And then at the last buzzer beater, I think that Anthony Simon and Brandon Ingram, they're sharing girls. You got too much money for that. And then I looked her up. I'm not saying she's definitely not ugly at all. I mean, she's not like, oh my God, what? But she's not like drop dead, like, wow. I'm like, y'all can't get, yeah, I was surprised by that. I mean, over these guys over here are bad enough, and these guys over here, Brandon makes $6 million, but Anthony makes $26 million. I guess you want to keep it all in the family, but my thing is, all in the same, NBA, and she got 2 boys too. So I've never seen it. So I googled to see who else has anyone else have any more? Because she playing that. let's be clear. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. You know she playing that. To have 2 kids by the same men in the same sport, she playing that. She gonna have checks for a very long time. And if she's smart with the checks, she could be set for life. You know, and they obviously are, and they're young. The men are young. They're in their 20s. I don't know them. They're not like famous like LeBron and all them, but they're still $1 million players. So she's, you know, so that was the plan. Now, the one over here with Anthony Edwards, she got a guy over here that's telling her, fuck you and your baby. Here go $1 million check. See, that's the thing. It didn't really quite work out for her. Like, that kind of backfired on her. She thought that, because most men don't normally say that about their kid. Normally, even the most ghettoest person, you know, still, they will take care of their kid and be like, oh, God, I got this kid. I'm going to take care of it. They want to be in their kids' lives. So I think she thought he would still want to be a father, this Aisha Howard, but he doesn't even like her as a person. That's how you know that's a bad situation. Again, so she's a typical unwed baby mama, single mama, now with 2 kids, 2 different daddies, a single mother, and you have 2 kids who don't have fathers. And that's why I said that we as Black women, some money helps, of course, but get a rap, you know, get a bad rap for that. But then again, it's like, you know what? They say money talk, bullshit walk. Now, yeah, if you're gonna do it, if you must have another child, you ain't gonna, don't do it with no broke ass man. I mean, my God. And I think that's the mind frame right here. That's the mind frame. I'm not gonna be. I think Future said it. If you're gonna, you rather cry in a Bentley than cry in a Pinto. He said, I'd rather cry in a Bentley. I mean, if I make you cry, bitch, this is Future talking, bitch, you know I'm gonna cheat on you. You know I'm gonna lie to you. So you might as well go ahead and be crying in a Bentley than crying in a Pinto. Oh, damn. I mean, Valerie, what you think? You agree with Future? I mean, Sierra looked up and got Russell Wilson. I mean, she went from Future to Russell Wilson, so she definitely got lucky. You know, and he keeps getting her pregnant, so she got a good one right there. You know, but so that is my show for today. We talked about what would you do in certain situations. We saw some very odd things. We talked about being a single mom, single parent, money, no money. I ain't dealing with somebody with no money. I don't care who like it, don't like it. I don't really care. I don't care. You ain't gotta like it. I love it. So that's it for me. And you guys, thanks for watching and checking us out for the Misread Podcast Show. Let me do a little twirl for y'all today. Let me do a little twirl because Craig got me in my feelings today. Get twirl. Oh, put the pants down. Twirl, twirl. You gotta twirl. So thank you guys for staying with us tonight and have a great rest of your weekend. Peace.
Tell them which girl in Miss Red's confession room.
What?
Red's confession room.
You can feature on the Misread Podcast Glam Room Confessional. You can be faceless, but you need to tell the tea. Send me your story to the redpodcast@gmail.com. Yes, thank you so much for reminding me. I keep forgetting to say my stuff. So yes, I'm gonna read this again. The Misread's Glam Room Confessionals. I'm gonna start doing that, y'all, in this space. Right? Do you have a juicy, deep, dark secret, deep sexual problem, relationship issue, or just need life advice? Craig, you want to get some shit off your damn chest, Craig? Well, I'm your girl. Just tell all about it so you can be featured on the Misread Glam Room Confessional. It's gonna be fun, y'all. You can be faceless. I got it approved. You ain't gotta have your face on. My face is like, Dee! You can be faceless. Just need the tea. Send your story to the red podcast at gmail.com. All right, it's gonna be fun, y'all. Have a good night, you guys.
Okay, now do your spin.
Oh, okay. Spin, spin, yes. Spin, spin, yes.